you all welcome to our what are we calling it? The Riding Dead. We're here because we're going to talk about, this contaminated zombie apocalypse that awaits us in our future unless we do something about dirty industry, especially in our neighborhoods. So the reason why we're meeting here today and why we're partnering up with the George Washington Youth is because after 2 years of community organizing, coalition building, petitions, meetings, and letter writing, General Iron is still slated to relocate to the east side. Worse, they will relocate less than 2 blocks away from the largest high school on the southeast side, George Washington High School. Our part of the city has historically been the dirty industry center of Chicago. This legacy should not determine our future. Decades of data show how disproportionate the levels of toxicity in our community are in comparison to the rest of the city's neighborhoods. An air monitor at George Washington often reports the highest toxic particulate matter concentrations in the city, as well as lead, as well as ozone. We are in the 90th percentile for the whole city. We got more than 90% of all the neighborhoods. And this is due to the past, but that does not mean that this has to be our future. Contrary to the myths, General Iron will not create more jobs, and their only contribution to the southeast side will be more contamination for future generations. I look at all of us here, and I'm amazed that we're all alive. I know many family members have asthma, many family members have suffered health issues from all the contaminants and toxins that we're exposed to, and yet we are still here. We are resilient, and it's this, rising up against all odds that continues our fight for a better future for the southeast side. Black and Latinx neighborhoods deserve better, especially us here. We built the whole skyline. That was all built here on the southeast side. You think we get a little bit more recognition and just consideration for our future. This action today is a joint action spearheaded by the youth who will be forced to inhale these contaminants and more just to obtain an education. As they say, we cannot learn if we cannot breathe. And that is why we are here today. So I'm going to pass the mic off to a couple more speakers who will kind of talk about what the plan is. No? Oh, I'm going to talk about the plan. Great. So here's our plan. Of the many issues right on the southeast side of contamination, one clear one is the manganese spill, poisoning, just the perimeter of manganese very near here. And so we're going to be riding to the site of SH Bell. We're going to be putting up some signs along the coast to kind of make visible this perimeter, because all these toxins we can't see, right? It looks like everything's clean, but we don't know what we're inhaling, we don't know what we're stepping on. And so we're going to put up signs marking exactly where these contaminants are so that we can, leave something physical. We're going to trace the perimeter, and then we're going to meet up with the George Washington Youth at George Washington and join together in a joint march in solidarity. Because, it's going to take all of us together to push out this dirty industry, right? So, we can't learn if we can't breathe. Who has those chants? We can't learn if we can't breathe. 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 So, we will be following this car. We have this car. This is the contradiction of the east side. We had a lot of nature and we had a lot of contamination, right? So we're surrounded by all these parks, and yet at the same time, we have the most super fun toxic sites of the EPA. So we're going to be following this car. They'll be doing the route. We'll be going nice and slow. We're only going a couple blocks in this first little bit, and stick with us. And then after that, the next stop will be George Washington. Okay?
Yep. Okay.
Anyone else want to add anything? We'll have a little moment for speeches over there too. Let's get going because it's getting cold.
I'm not. See what I got. Once they get started, then I'm gonna cut it off. Once they set themselves up and cut the live off, and you can go to the car. So once they get started, I'm gonna cut the live.
That way it's easier instead of coming all around, right?
I'm gonna get in front of you guys right quick so you can see y'all coming through. I'm trying not to get hit. But see, I'm still gonna hit me. I was trying to step out the grass, so in a second's gonna get hit. Here you go. Okay, guys, I will see you at Washington.